Hi everyone, welcome. This is day 2. We're going to be talking about simplifying. Lots of review of your previous years just to make sure that we all have a refresher on this information. So we're on Geometry, Unit 1, Day 2. We're talking about simplifying expressions. So we're not talking about ones with equal signs yet, okay? So expressions don't have the equal sign. That's an equation. So we're talking about adding and subtracting variables. So you want to focus on what's known as the coefficient. It hangs out. Just think of it as codependent. It hangs out with the variable. It's attached to it. So if I have 5x minus 7x, that would become negative 2x, okay? The 7 is further from 0, therefore it's negative 2x. And then negative 8y doesn't have a friend, so you just drop it down, and that's all I can do. There's no equal signs, so I stop here. Okay, sometimes with expressions, we think we need to do more than we need to. This is do less, please. Try to do less with simplifying. Just see, is there anything I can kind of condense and make easier? And then go from there. It's like putting all your groceries in one spot, so then it's easier. Putting all your shirts in one drawer. Condensing it, because they're like terms. They're the same idea. So 15 plus 22 is 37z squared minus 16z. Again, z doesn't have a friend. It just drops down. And you're going to have 15 plus 22. So you want to think of when there's a minus in front, I want you guys to think of that as a negative. That is a negative 16z, even though it looks like subtraction. All right, so we'll be practicing that. All right, when it comes to multiplying and dividing, it's a little bit different. So what you're going to do is you're going to times the 6 and the 7 because they are both actual numbers. They're the coefficients, so that becomes 42. And now you attach the x's. So how many x's do I have total? I have 3. So your answer is 42z to the third, okay? All right, the same idea here. Who hangs out? So multiplying and dividing, the rules are you similar? Put them together. So 36 divided by 9, the operation would become 4. And this concept is from algebra, so let's see if we can remember. So if it's a division problem, I have 3 g's, and I take 1 g away. So that means I take 1 away, and how many do I have left? I have g squared left, okay? So this is adding the exponents, and this is subtracting the exponents, okay? All right, distributive property. So if it's in the front, we multiply the outside to the inside. I'm distributing my papers out to everyone, okay? A times B is AB plus, I'm gonna bring this plus down, and A times C is AC. So I am smushing it together like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, okay? Same thing if it's on this side, okay? And that's gonna be on an upcoming quiz. The C is gonna be on the outside on this side. It means the same idea. Okay, you're still multiplying because it's attached to the parentheses. So AC plus BC. And I can't put those together, okay? That's the most simplified I can make it. All right, same idea here. If it's a subtraction sign inside, AB minus AC. And if it's a negative, I have to take the negative with me. So it's negative AB plus AC. Now, why on earth is it plus AC? Well, remember, 2 negatives make a positive when you are multiplying. All right, so a little refresher on distributive property. It's going to be in all your classes for math in your future. So get used to that distributive property. It happens. All right, let's distribute the y squared. So y squared times y, how many y's do I have? I have 3, and 6 is along for the ride. Okay, minus y squared minus 11x. Well, Miss Robinson, what's up with that? Y squared and x, they're not the same, but it's a multiplying problem. So all that means is make your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Just smush it all together, even though peanut butter and jelly are not the same. So that's the rule for multiplying. Smush in and make it one expression. All right, cool. But okay, well, what if you by accident did 6y to the third minus 11y squared x? Okay, well, is 2 times 3 the same as 3 times 2? Yes, your outcome is still 6. So in this situation, it doesn't really matter where the variables are. You want to make sure that the numbers are in front. Okay? All right, rock stars. Last one on this, A is attached, so I need to multiply the A to both. I make those, I call it the double rainbow, so then I multiply it to both of these. 6A times A, how many A's do I have? I have 2. And I'm gonna do minus 8A, and I'm gonna put them together, okay? So if you have a number and a letter, a number and a variable that you're multiplying, put them next to each other, and that's all you need to do, because it's now a subtraction problem. If it's a subtraction problem, these are not like terms. Double cheeseburger, cheeseburger. I can't put them together. That's all I can do. All right? Okay, let's see if we have a refresher on middle school math when it comes to area. Area means length times width, so all we're gonna do is multiply these two together. Okay? So I'm gonna distribute, and that's 21x plus 35. All right, perimeter. Perimeter means like you're making a fence around the pool. So you're gonna be adding up all the sides. So I'm not multiplying, I'm going to be adding by combining like terms. So how many x's do I have? Well, I have 10 and 10, which is 20x. It's not x squared, that would be multiplying, okay? So just getting used to your rules. When are you multiplying? When are you adding? And what is my number? So that's 10 and 2, which is 14. I stop here. I don't have an equal sign. There's nothing to solve. Again, I'm just simplifying. All right. So if x equals 2.5, find the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, so now we're going to be plugging in information. Okay, so this was just the problem before. Now I'm going to plug in information. And now I'm going to input the 2.5 in for x. Okay, so 20 times 2.5, which is 50, plus 14, which is 64. So that was an answer because they wanted you to input a number. Okay, it's just like inputting in money, okay, in order to get gas at the gas station. Input, output, okay? All right, this one's a little tricky because we need to figure out what this little check situation is and what this situation is, right? Like, how can I find the perimeter of that section? Okay, well, I know what the whole thing is, right? Okay. So how can I divvy up and find that little section? Okay, so 3x plus 5, and then I have 2x plus 4. So 3x and 2x, that means that this section has to be x in order for the whole thing to become 3. And if I have the number 5 and I have 4, how much is remaining? A 1. Okay, so that's what that section is across. Now, how could I find the section that's going up and down? Okay, so I have 7x plus 2, and I have 4x plus 2. So let's figure that out. So if I have 7 and I already have 4 of something, what's left over? 3x. Okay, if I have 2, and I gave 2 away, I don't have any more of that left. So 3x is the yellow and x plus 1 is the blue. Sorry about all the colors. Okay, so what you could do is you could rewrite all the sides into one big expression and then add up all your x's. So I've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20x. Okay, now I can put my numbers together. So 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So did I get the same outcome as before? Something to talk about with your awesome teachers. All right, so thank you for joining me with simplifying expressions, reminder of combining like terms, and distributive property. Have a great day, Huskies.